Well, good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Visalia. This is the time when we have our morning meditation. And from 10 to 10:15, Kevin is going to be playing beautiful music for us. The folks here in the sanctuary will be meditating, and all of you out there are invited to meditate with us. Wherever you are, we are all together. And so as you go into your meditation, I'd just like you to contemplate this thought. Take it with you if you would. I think sometimes wonderful thoughts give us even more expansive meditation. So today, the thought that I invite you to take into your meditation is, I experience greater freedom as I forgive myself and others. And we'll be back at 10:15, so just enter into this time of stillness within yourself. Well, welcome back from your meditation. I invite you to return to your time and space, and thank you, Kevin, for the beautiful music. And now it's time when we do our meet and greet right here in the sanctuary, and that means that everybody who's coming in for service gets to come in and get some coffee and say hi to everybody, and people kind of schmooze around. And if you're at home, this is your opportunity to go get a beverage and a snack and get yourself comfortable on whatever you're going to be viewing from. And we'll be back at 10:30, Pacific time, and we'll see you then. Until then, enjoy yourselves. Watch the slideshow. We've got some wonderful things that Donna's put together for you.
came out pretty good, I thought. Yeah. Bruce is awesome. We need him to kick it off. Hopefully that'll get enough out of the way. Yeah. Is it the very last song that? Okay. Oh, there he is. Actually, I'm gonna put this over here.
Okay. Oh, that was so beautiful. I want you to all know Bruce Huddleston. He is a member of our center, and he has been a super jazz pianist for a very long time. We're not going to date you, Bruce. We're just going to say you've been doing this a long time. And we are so blessed to have you as our special guest piano player while Kevin got to do his saxophone thing. And of course, we have our other members of the band who were super, Edward and Joe. And it's great to have you back off tour, Joe. So what a wonderful way to start our day. Somewhere over the rainbow. Well, welcome everyone. Hello and good morning. Good morning. I am Reverend Nan. My name is Reverend Nan, and I welcome you to our center. So, with that being said, and if you understood that better probably than I actually did it, I am so grateful to have everybody here. I am Nan Bankston, the senior minister here, Reverend Nan, and it's my pleasure to be here with everybody. I welcome you, and if you're at home or wherever you may be, we're just so happy to have you. So this is a wonderful morning. Is there anybody here for the first time? I know that some people are returning today, and I just want to say, welcome home. We've been waiting for you. So, without further ado, since I don't see new people, we will have our announcements. So, today in the bookstore, I'm going to be talking about this book, and we have a couple of copies in case people want it. My talk is about forgiveness today, amongst other things, and you can see it's here. So, we will have a couple of copies on sale, and if you want to get them, you can talk to Chris about them. It's about forgiveness, and if you need a few tips, this is a wonderful book to use. And we've got Rudy Paris rescheduled. It's going to be March 19th, and the tickets are going to be on sale within the next week or so, not this week, but soon. It'll be on Saturday night, and he'll be here doing his thing. We had scheduled it for February, and then we postponed it because of the COVID restrictions. So it'll be great. Make sure you get your ticket ahead of time. The place is going to be sold out and packed. Looking forward to that. And now here we're getting ready to do a painting party in the back hallway and have everything look clean and new for the rear entry of our hall. And so if you'd like to join in the painting party, there's a sign-up place. We're going to probably have a couple of days, and then we will have it look like brand new. So it's a wonderful thing. We're doing the spring fling thing here. Today at 12:30, the Explorers Group is going to meet here and on Zoom, and they're reviewing a book called After Jesus, Before Christianity. They explore many topics about the history of Christianity and other things as they meet. So I invite you to join on Zoom or be here in the center and stay for that at 12:30. It's always a very interesting discussion hosted by Evelyn Smith. And next week is new member orientation. There's a sign-up sheet back there. If you would like to become a member of the center and you haven't yet, and there are some things that have to happen. So even if you've been coming for a while and you think you're a member because you've been attending, there's still some things that we need to go through. And I'll be doing that next Sunday from 12:30 to 2:30. And there's a sign-up sheet so that I know how many things to bring with me to share with everybody. So I have one other thing that's not up there. In the February issue of our Science of Mind magazine, Deborah Perdue is a featured writer. She's in the media review section, and we've had her books here on sale, and this one, which is her new volume, that's featured in the magazine. So if you would like, she specializes in gratitude, and Deborah's going to be down here visiting us on May 14th, a Saturday. She's going to do a 2 and some hours gratitude workshop. And it's well worth the experience to be with her. So if you read the book, if you read the magazine and said, where can I get it? It's right here, and it's on sale. We have discounted volumes compared to what you would pay for on the internet or through Science of Mind. And that's it. And we also have the brand new March magazines for sale in the bookstore, the Science of Mind March magazine. And every month, I'm going to be featuring a book with some of my talks. So we'll have the book out in the bookstore. So now I'm going to turn it over to Janice for the rest of the announcements.
Hello. I guess I'm on. I don't know if I think I turned me off and on. What do I know? I know it's green. That's what I know. So whatever that means. We just heard Bruce play piano. And those of us who have been attending this center know that Bruce and his brother Stan played for years and years and they were such a blessing to us. And Stan has made his transition. It was peaceful. He was not ill for a long period of time. So there are many blessings with that. And I think one of the greatest blessings for us, I know when I talked with Bruce's wife, Sharon, I was so excited that there is going to be a memorial service here since he's living in Texas now. But he had so much relationship with Three Rivers and with that band. And there's going to be a memorial service at St. Anthony's Retreat in Three Rivers on Thursday, April the 7th at 10 a.m. And I just feel so blessed that we can share that. And I cannot even describe the joy that he was part of, bringing that to the people of the valley everywhere he went on all those cruises and at our church. He just was a wonderful, wonderful, delightful man. And I'm sure that his wife Peggy will be coming, and those of us who knew her can say hi to her too. So what a blessing that we get to share in that service. Now I have my inclusivity quote, and this is from Michelle Obama. And Carol Greening was the one that picked out this quote, and she said that she wanted it to show inclusivity and love, since this is the month of love. And here it is. We choose love, our love for our children, our commitment to leaving them a better world, our love for our country, our love for our fellow citizens. That's what we choose. And here is our weekly affirmation. If you were here earlier, you saw this, and we used it in our meditation. And I think it's just a beautiful reminder of what we can experience if we choose to do that. I experience greater freedom as I forgive myself and others. I want you to think about that as I go into our treatment for today. Just relax and breathe in. Think of the beauty that surrounds us, the trees that are blossoming, the hills that are full of wildflowers. And when I see all of this, I know that this is love, that this is the love of the Creator for each of us. And I know that when I align myself with that love, when I choose love and I choose forgiveness, I open a space in myself for nothing but good, where nothing but good can come in. And I leave all of the past irritants, people that may have done something that I think have done something. That's not at all important. What is important is that I know that I am love, and when I forgive, I am more and more able to receive. And I know what is true for me is true for each of us. I am so grateful to know this truth, the truth that love and forgiveness bring joy and abundance beyond measure. I release my word to the law, knowing that it is already accomplished. And we say together, and so it is. Thank you. And now, more love from the band.
Check.
There we go.
There it is.
Technical difficulties.
Check, check.
I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you when you need a friend. I will stand by you. Won't you let me in? I will stand by you every night and day. I will stand by you all the way. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you. I will hold your hand. I will stand by you and understand. I will stand by you if you need me to. I will stand by you. Let me see you through. When you're all alone and it's like the world is closing in, well, I can promise you, you'll always have a friend. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand. I will stand by you, I will stand by you, I will stand.
Yes. We stand by each other at this center. We stand by when it's good. We stand by when it's not so hot. We stand by when we're working through our stuff. And we stand by when we're celebrating life. And in this moment, I celebrate the life of Sheila's auntie, for whom she was named Aunt Sheila, who is moving in across the veil to another world and is living large even as we speak. And so we stand and we know that the peace that is beyond the peace of all understanding is everywhere, including where the beloved Aunt Sheila is. So good morning. And I am delighted to be here with everybody. For those of you who are at home, you've never heard us start the service like that, but this is an important moment. So, welcome to our Sunday celebration of life, and that is life as energy in the form of all life, life everywhere as it moves along a continuum, and we don't even know where it goes from here. We cast off these physical shells, and away we go. So our theme this month is living everyday wonder, the inner life. Now, last week, we contemplated radical self-love as part of that exploration. The spiritual practice of deepening our inner connection with the spirit of essence of love within us is so important. When we get a glimmer of spirit love that is non-judgmental, all-inclusive, ever-giving without hesitation or criteria, that enhances our ability to love ourselves more. We have a model of loving that goes beyond the limitations of human personalities realm. And when we choose love first for ourselves and then others, we are also choosing peace. And love is peace. You know, the bump in the road to love and peace is our nature as humans to collect hurts and injustices and hold grudges and then create walls and barricades between ourselves and others. And we create an insurmountable obstacle to our spiritual growth if we hold grudges, or if there are real or imagined offenses that we have not fully forgiven. Those ideas and feelings may have been created by others or ourselves as we lived life. You know, in our philosophy, we often say that heaven can be found within us once we understand our true nature of love and wholeness. And we may experience that inner bliss when we choose it. Many teachings say it is elsewhere, along with the opposite condition of hell. Yeah, and hell is not something that we believe in, but some do, and that is a place that's somewhere beneath the there heaven and the in-between purgatory, and then there's the other thing, hell. Now, in many teachings, it's pictured as the ultimate condemnation of what and who we have been in our lives. It's hard to choose peace when we have that thing hanging over our head. You know, if I'm not okay, that's where I'm going. I don't know exactly where it is, but it doesn't sound good. So here's a little story I want to share about heaven and hell. A burly old rough samurai warrior went to see a monk, and the monk was a small little man. And he stomped in and he said, "Monk," in the tone of voice of one who is accustomed to being instantly obeyed. "Monk, teach me something about heaven and hell right now." And the monk looked at him and looked at this mighty warrior, and he replied with the utmost disdain, "Teach you something about heaven and hell? I couldn't teach you anything. You're dirty, you smell bad, your sword is rusty, you are a disgrace to the lineage of the samurai. Get out of here now, I can't stand you." Well, the samurai became enraged. He trembled with anger, and his face reddened. And mute with the fury within him, he drew his sword and raised it, ready to kill the monk. And the monk said very softly, "That is hell." Now, the samurai shuddered at the thought of the compassion and submission of this little man who had risked his life to show him hell. Slowly, he lowered his sword, and he became filled with gratitude and found himself suddenly at peace. And the monk looked at him and said, "That is heaven." Now, many times, we don't have a scenario that is quite that quick or quite that profound. Instead, we carry our hurts, our upsets, our grudges, and our self-righteous opinions, and we build mountains of anger and rage or hate against ourselves and others. Sometimes we just have small hurts that keep piling up Oh, and they just keep accumulating into one deep sore spot. And we make sure that they stay really sore and painful because we keep recounting them over and over and over again. We tell the stories, we talk about the situations and who did this to me and why it happened, and we go on. And we forget that we can release them by applying the healing balm of forgiveness. Now, you know, we're all in a process of transformation. Whether we like to know it or not, we are. And every experience in our life helps us to evolve. The people who are part of our life play a role in our process. They help us become aware of our weaknesses. Others do nothing more than point out our wounds. It is not others who make us suffer. The real cause is within ourselves. And forgiveness is the path that allows us to free ourselves from resentments and regrets and to find inner peace. It's a sacred act that allows us to reconnect with Source within. It's the tool we use to move forward on our own path of conscious evolution. Human forgiveness is the process that frees us to live in the eternal now. It's essential that we forgive ourselves and others before true spiritual growth can really flourish. For it is through, forgiveness that we become free. We free ourselves. This sacred act allows us to reconnect with Source within and engage in a process of infinite love, which reminds us that we are all linked to each other. When we forgive another, we are truly forgiving ourselves, because what we do to another, we do to ourselves. This is the law of cause and effect. Now, the law of cause and effect demonstrates that for every action, there is a corresponding reaction. Now, we may seek to hold others accountable for their actions, but we do so free of judgment or condemnation. Our founder of religious science, Dr. Ernest Holmes, wrote, "There is no sin but error, nor is there punishment but the inevitable consequence. The wrong deed has its punishment because the law of cause and effect operates eternally. Right action also has its reward in the same way." Those of us who have hurt, those who have hurt us, are messengers that help us see our own pain. And when we choose to forgive, we're really choosing to live love, you see. We're the artists of both our joys and our sorrows. And we must forgive those who have made us believe that we are not valuable. And we must forgive ourselves for having believed them. As long as we have a belief in our inadequacy and insufficiency within us, dramas will keep appearing in our life to confirm those beliefs. So we must return unceasingly to love and forgiveness, for our only real goal as we live this life is love. Now, relationships give us the opportunity to practice forgiveness and heal our original grief. If we become victims and blame the other person, there will be no healing, and the old beliefs will continue to drive our lives. To quote from the Dhammapada, Buddha's teaching, he wrote, "He has insulted me. He has abused me. He has robbed me." Buddha says, "He who lives with these thoughts will never be free from hatred, for hatred never conquers hatred. Hatred is conquered only by love. This is the law," says the Buddha. We waste precious moments regretting the past or fearing the future. I know I have. When the only time we can do something is right now. And it's clear that we can't grow spiritually if our heart is filled with hurt and anger or hatred. We must understand that We can use our creative power to create the life we desire. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm advocating for suppressing or denying our emotions and feelings and pretending they never happened and just glossing over them and say, oh, it's all good, everything's fine, no problem. No, 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 no. Part of our human experience is to have our free range of emotional experiences and engage with them for our growth. It's what we get to do here. And what it means is that we understand and have the personal conviction that there is a different choice than harboring self-defeating emotions and feelings. As we turn to our spiritual principles of love and oneness, we use the practice of forgiveness to clear our old stories and our old baggage of non-life affirming experiences. To quote Desmond Tutu, forgiveness says you are given another chance to make a new beginning. Now, the act of forgiveness frees us from the past and the weight of emotional baggage. And in that freedom, we become who we truly are. Freedom fighters, right? Freedom fighters, free to choose joy, free to choose fun, free to choose beautiful experiences, free to choose love, free to choose peace, free to choose good experiences in our life. When we forgive, we regain the power we transferred to those who made us feel bad, because we realize that choosing what we feel is our choice. In that moment, we free ourselves of destructive old choices and patterns of thinking and being. Gary Zukav wrote in his book, The Seat of the Soul, an authentically empowered person is one who forgives. Forgiveness is not a moral issue. It is an energy dynamic. Forgiveness means that you do not choose to carry the baggage of an experience. When you choose not to forgive, the experience that you do not forgive sticks with you like Velcro. When you choose not to forgive, it's like agreeing to wear dark, gruesome sunglasses that distort everything. Forgiveness means that you do not hold other people responsible for your experiences. When you hold someone responsible for what you experience, you lose power. We all do. When you forgive, you release critical judgment of yourself as well as of others, and you lighten up. When we choose forgiveness, we understand the gratitude that the samurai warrior felt. We behold that inner peace, not the peace of the world, but the peace that surpasses all understanding. The tricky thing is that forgiveness has to be genuine. It can't just be a mail it in or drop it off and I'll say, yeah, I forgive you, it's okay. And it's a strange thing. As my favorite person, one of my favorite people in the world, Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, said, forgiveness is a strange thing. It can sometimes be easier to forgive our enemies than our friends. And it can be hardest of all to forgive people we love. And I've got a little story about that here. So this couple had been together for many, many years, and the wife made a terrible mistake. Now, she promptly apologized, and they made up right away. And they agreed to live in that apology. However, from time to time, the husband would mention what she had done, just bring it up out of nowhere. And the wife finally said one day, honey, why do you keep bringing that up? I thought we were going to put that out of our minds. I thought our policy was to forgive and forget. And he said, well, it is. I just don't want you to forget that I've forgiven and forgotten. See? We laugh, we laugh, and that's a good story. And yet we do it. We know we do it. Well, we are all free to choose our thoughts, our actions, and how we want our lives to be. We can choose forgiveness. We can choose love, and we can choose peace. And when we make those choices from the authenticity of our true spiritual nature, we create and radiate the energy of love and peace wherever we go. Wherever we go. So taking a thought from Lewis B. Smedes, who's an author and theologian, to forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. So this week, I invite each of us to choose forgiveness, to be free, to be the incredibly magnificent spiritual beings that we are, to be freedom fighters for our personal love and peace. When we choose these consistently, when we choose love and peace and freedom, we become love, we become peace. We radiate it wherever we go, and we do create a world that works for all. And so it is. So let's just have a little prayer to put the icing on the cake there, being freedom fighters. There's something about that I like. So as we come together now in this moment, in this sacred place, in the presence of the divine, that infinite loving spirit, whatever we want to call it, doesn't matter. God, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, the thing itself. Or now in quantum spirituality, we call it the ground of all being. And I think of that ground of all being as that sacredness that we each have within us, that ability to be the divine essence that we are made from, to make those choices that are life-affirming. And I call right now into our consciousness that absolute assurance with confidence and faith that each person is filled and is part of the love of the one. I know that those qualities are the truth of everyone's being. I know that each of us can forgive and release, and that we live lives of freedom. We live lives free, choosing peace, choosing love, choosing joy, taking that opening to the next step so that we are truly free. And I speak this word for everyone here, everyone beyond, and everyone beyond the sound of my voice. For I know that what is true here for me is true for everyone. Knowing that this is so, it is with such great gratitude that I speak a word of peace and love and freedom for everyone around the world. Absolutely, without question. For I know that love always prevails. And I release this word directly into the law, knowing it is done, and so it is. And I have we've got, ordinarily our wonderful musicians play music for us at this point with a special, but I selected, with the help of our music coordinator, Deanna Saldana, a little special something that's a video today. This video was made on September 21st last year, when we started our International Peace Crane initiative. And now that we've concluded our Peace Crane, it seems to me that today, as we choose love, as we choose peace, this international blend that you're going to see on the video brings home to us that we don't live in this little pod called Visalia. We are one with each other, and we are connected. So fellas, if Donna, Stan, whomever's running the show, if you would bring that up for us. I hope you'll enjoy it. It steps us out of this little...
Now I've been happy lately, thinking about good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun.
Oh, I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be someday it's gonna come.
'Cause I'm on the edge of darkness, there rides the peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me home again.
Now I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Peace train sounding louder, ride on the peace train. Peace train, holy roller, everyone jump upon the peace train.
Rendin chomchima arkidam bata seila de mangaron una de kadi fani ma joni eto mandola ar abbo dam 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 bunam dam watadi ma una de fani ma joni joni usukongo.
Peace train sounding loud, light on the peace train.
Oh, I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? Peace train sounding louder, light on the peace train. Come on, peace train, holy roller, everyone jump upon the peace train. Come on, come on, come on.
Come on and ride on the peace train.
Come on, come on, come on. Let's come on, peace train.
Come on, come on, come on. Peace train.
Come on, join me. I'm jumping on the peace train.
Come on, peace train.
Peace train.
Nice. Huh? You can actually find that video on the web, and I want to give great appreciation for that group of people who put that together. That was Cat Stevens, as you may remember. Am I on? Yep. Okay. So now it's time for our prosperity affirmation. Yes, yes, our prosperity affirmation. So today, I just invite you to take your gift and place it in front of your heart. Time, talent, treasure, whatever you have that you are bringing to give today. We know that as the gifts are given, they return 100-fold or more to the giver. So if you just want to join me, take your gift, put it over your heart, and say, I celebrate freedom for all as I share my gift. I celebrate freedom for all as I share my gift. Let's do it again. I celebrate freedom for all as I share my gift. And so, I know that as these gifts are collected, they come from the pure love of Spirit through the individual. That abundant divine flow is always moving in through and as each of us. It is for us to simply be aware and to open to receive and to allow that divine flow to move into our lives and through it to support us. I know that each and every person here and beyond the sound of my voice is fully supported and abundantly prospered, and that these gifts are gifts of love, always. Always. Thank you. And so I take these gifts of love, I bless them. I know that they do good work right here in our center, good work in Visalia, and good work in the world. And so it is. All righty. And now it's time for our little peace song thing that we do here. It's not as glamorous as that with international people, but we have wonderful people that are going to do it. So what is our custom is to get in a circle, hold hands. If you feel comfortable holding hands, it's fine. The thing here is that even though some of the restrictions have changed, I want everyone to be knowing that you can do whatever makes you feel safe and protected here. So however you wish to participate in this is perfect. Get it, boys.
Now there's peace on earth. I know it begins with me. Now there's peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. God has created, united all of these. We walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. With every breath I take, this is my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me.
And so it is. Yes. And now we have our little benediction. So if you feel like it and you're up to it, you can repeat after me. Now, something wonderful is happening through me right now. Yep, it is this thing called life. Now, life is in my mind. And life is in my body. I think it. I feel it. I love it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. So have a wonderful freedom fighter for peace, love, and joy week, all of you. And we'll see you next time.
You want to open it up for us? We'll follow you.